I remember the day I finally realized that my greatest act of rebellion was not in climbing the corporate ladder, not in closing a deal that made millions, but in walking away from a man I loved more than anything because I knew he was the one thing standing in my way. I am Helena Montez, 35 years old, a senior bank executive in New York City. And I have learned that ambition is a lonely road, paved with sacrifices and betrayals, but also with moments of clarity so sharp they cut to the bone. It all started when I met him. Charming, handsome, the kind of man who made my heart race with just a glance, the kind who promised the world on a silver platter. We had been dating for 2 years, and I thought I had found my forever. But behind his eyes, I saw shadows, doubts, insecurities, and a quiet desire to control everything around him, especially me. I was rising fast in my career, breaking glass ceilings and shattering stereotypes, but I kept my ambitions hidden from him. I thought I could keep them secret, that he would love me enough to accept the woman I was becoming, until the night he proposed on the rooftop. It was a perfect scene, skyline glowing, champagne bubbles fizzing in my hand, and him down on one knee, eyes full of hope and love. I said yes, of course, because I believed in us, in our future. But as the weeks went by, I started noticing things. Small cracks in his facade, subtle hints of jealousy and possessiveness. He wanted me to stay small, to keep my ambitions in check, to fit into his world instead of me creating my own. I brushed it off, telling myself that love should conquer all, that I was strong enough to handle anything. But then came the day when I discovered his betrayal. I saw the messages, sweet, intimate, revealing a side of him I never knew. Messages with my supposed best friend. The betrayal was not just with her, but was a mirror of the betrayal I felt in my soul. He had tried to diminish me, to make me doubt my worth, just as he had tried to control my future. That moment, standing in the quiet darkness of my apartment, I realized that I had 2 choices: stay and be a prisoner of his love, or walk away and claim my power back. I chose to walk, but with tears, with a fierce resolve burning inside me. I knew that if I stayed, I would drown in his shadows, lose myself in the process. So I packed my bags, severed the ties, and turned toward my own destiny. That decision changed everything. I invested in myself, took risks I never dared before, and built a career so formidable that no one, not even him, could touch me now. Every success, every milestone was a silent act of rebellion, proof that I was not the woman he tried to keep small. I had become something he could never understand. The woman who rose from betrayal like a phoenix, stronger and more determined than ever. If you love Helena's journey, like and subscribe to join her next chapter. Because the story of a woman who dares to walk away from love that binds her, who chooses her own path over comfort, is a story worth telling and worth living. And remember, no matter how deep the betrayal, no matter how dark the night, the dawn always belongs to